welcome to my channel. This is Makeup by Mackenzie, and I'm Mackenzie, obviously. Today I'm going to be trying out this cool new trend that is often called invisible or floating eyeliner, and it's basically like eyeliner using negative space, which is really cool, and it's actually easier to do than you might think it is. A lot of people have been crediting Stacey McDonald with this look, and she's a makeup artist, and she says that she created this look when she was teaching a makeup class, and she was trying to teach them how to do triple eyeliner. She was using tape, and she took the tape off and created this on accident, and she was like, oh, that's actually really cool. And this trend has been going around everywhere, and so I thought I needed to give it a chance and try it out for myself. So if you're interested in how I created this look right here, then keep on watching and let's play with some makeup, shall we? Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with this look. My eyes are primed, and I'm gonna start off by putting the tape for the guideline onto my eye here. And you kind of want it to come almost to the middle of your eye and follow your natural eyeline. Alright, so that's attractive, isn't it? Good thing you don't go out like this. So for this I'm going to use the Morphe 35O palette, and I'm going to start off with a transition shade. We're going to use this one right here as our transition shade, and I'm putting it on a fluffy brush. And I'm just going to start sweeping that into the crease. I'm going to take that same brush and I'm going to go down to this shade right here. And just do the same thing, but try to keep it slightly lower than my transition shade. And if you start bringing it down sort of onto the lid, that's totally fine. I'm not going to do anything super fancy with the lid because I kind of want the focus of this look to be on the invisible liner. So I've got that so far on the crease, and I'm going to start taking that color and blending it down onto the lid here. Really making sure I'm getting down all the way to the lash line so that line is as sharp as it can possibly be. Now I'm going to take a clean fluffy brush and I'm just going to go over the edges to make sure they're all blended out. Alright, so I'm going to take a small fluffy kind of pointed domed brush, and I'm taking this shade right here, and I'm going to keep that concentrated on the outer corner of this look here and start to blend it down onto the lid as well. And I'm going to kind of go back and forth between that brush and between the brush I used for the other two eyeshadow shades, just to make sure everything is blended. The last thing I'm going to do before I take off my tape is take a flat packing brush. I'm going to take this gold shade right here. You know what? I'm going to use my finger for this. Take the gold shade right on my finger here. And that's going to go on the inner portion of the lid, the inner third. Then I'm just going to take one of my blending brushes and I'm going to blend that in with the other eyeshadow shades here. Alright, now I'm going to take off my tape and hope that this turned out okay. And hopefully not pull out any of my eyelashes. Well, that certainly looks interesting. Huh, alrighty. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye off of camera, and then I'm going to do my foundation and concealer, and I will come back to finish the look in a minute. Alrighty, so I managed to get them sort of even, and I have to say it's looking pretty cool. I'm really excited about it. So I've got my face done for foundation and concealer, and then I did my eyebrows. So we're gonna come back and finish the eyes now. I'm gonna start by tight lining the upper waterline, upper lash line, with a brown pencil, and I'm using the Rimmel Scandeleyes waterproof Kohl in the shade brown. So what a lot of people like to do when they're doing this look is they go along this line with a liquid eyeliner, whether it's black or brown or it's gold or something, a pop of color, whatever you want basically. Or you could just leave it like this. Doing an eyeliner along that line will help to clean it up if you didn't get it perfectly straight. It also adds a little bit more of a graphic detail. I don't have a metallic liquid eyeliner that I like. I don't want to do black or brown, so I'm going to go in with a metallic pencil, and this is the NYX metallic eyeliner in the shade gold, and I'm going to try and go along that line as closely as I can. Well, this pencil is great for the waterline, and it's great for lining the lash line. It's having a bit of trouble making it precise. So I'm going to go to my backup plan, and I'm going to take an angled brush, and I'm going to go into this highlight shade from the Carly Bible palette from BH Cosmetics. I'm just going to take some of that onto my brush, and I'm just going to press it right along that line. So that's the finished look, and it does add a little bit of a kind of pop to that line there. Alrighty, so we have that part done. And I have to say that looks pretty cool. I still want to line my upper lash line just simply because I prefer the way that looks on me, and also I kind of feel like it needs it, but I'm just going to keep that line really close to my lash line. So I'm going to take the darkest shade that we used, which was this shade in the Morphe 35 palette. I'm going to take an angled brush, and I'm going to go really closely to my lash line. Now, if you were going to apply false lashes, this step would be totally unnecessary because your false lashes would add that definition to your lash line. But since I don't usually wear false lashes, then I'm going to line my lash line instead. You could also take this as an opportunity to add a little flick there if you want. So you had almost like a double line. You could line your lash line with the same shade that you use for lining the floating liner here. That would provide a little bit more of a graphic twist to it. There's a lot of different things that you can do with this to make it your own. So once again, I feel like this look is really pretty, but it does make the top of the lid look very top heavy. You have a lot of interest on the top, but not a lot of interest on the bottom. So with that, it really helps to put something along your lower lash. So I'm going to take the Real Techniques smudger brush here and that transition shade that we used. I'm going to run that all along my lower lash line. And I'm connecting it to the outer corner of my upper lash line as well. And I'm just taking the smaller smudger brush from Real Techniques, and I'm taking the second darkest shade that we used, and I'm doing the same thing with that one. Now, to keep it a little bit more lively, I'm going to take the Rimmel Scandeleyes Waterproof Kohl Eyeliner in the shade Nude, and I'm going to run that along my lower waterline. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and bronze up the face real quick. I went ahead and put on some mascara. I curled my lashes and put on some mascara. And so I'm going to bronze up the face with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. So now I'm going to go ahead and highlight. And I'm going to use the Essence Pure Nude highlighter, which I really like for really natural highlight. So I'm going to take a very small flat brush. And I'm going to use this to highlight the inner corners of my eyes. And then the brow bone. Now I'm going to take my Real Techniques setting brush. And I'm going to use this to highlight the high points of my face. Once again, this is a really nice natural highlighter. It's not going to be blinding. It does just create a really nice natural highlight. Alright, now I'm just going to pop on some blush, and I'm going to use the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Berry Amour. So this is the finished look. I went ahead and popped on some lip gloss because I felt like that was all this look needed, was just a little bit of lip gloss. In case you're wondering, this is the Burt's Bees lip gloss in the shade Spring Splendor. And so this is how it turned out, and I have to say I'm really happy about it. I think it looks really cool. It's very graphic. It would look cool from far away, from up close, like any way you slice it. This is a really cool graphic look, and the best thing is that it's not as hard as it looks. I had so much fun doing this look, and if you recreate this look or you try your own version of the floating / invisible liner, let me know. I'd be really excited to see what you guys come up with using this technique. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it for you. If you have any cool trends that you would like me to try, let me know down in the comments. Remember, makeup has no rules. They're more like guidelines. So you do you, boo-boo. Alright, see you next time, everybody. And I just realized I didn't bring my palette. Alright, so for this I'm going to use the Morphe 35. This is really comical, like, look at this. We did it! Oh, it's really bright. If you... But I still want to line my line. Woo! Almost there. Okay, see you later. And my dad has left the building.